Woodward, the only thing I can say about this is at least you're getting paid for all this. You're even getting paid more than SpongeBob. Hey, I told you this was not a peaceful thing for you, but no, nobody's listening to you. Okay, wait, hold up. Is this on right now? Oh my god, we're on the camera. Give me a second. Back in the early seasons, Patrick is supposed to represent a character who is dumb, but funny and friendly. Now you're wondering, what is the difference between Patrick in the older seasons and the newer seasons? Well, that's what we're going to talk about. Patrick Star is a character who is supposed to be SpongeBob's best friend, and he's supposed to be a dumb character. He was hilarious, funny, and you might be wondering, what's the difference between the dumb jokes in the early seasons and the dumb jokes in the newer seasons? Well, first, Patrick was mainly used for just a joke. In newer seasons, there's been pretty much like tons of bad episodes where Patrick's being a jerk. He's been called a smart A snot, a mean, He's also been mean, and he will not even dare. Well, he's been just pretty much being a jerk now in newer seasons. So you're wondering, what are we doing with Patrick? Well, Patrick actually is something. You see, in older seasons, he was funny, hilarious, but what makes the newer seasons? Well, we already talked about it. I can make a few episodes, like, Patrick's dumbness has actually got way more dumb, that he's actually willing, like, hurting someone, like Gary. When Gary made an episode where SpongeBob got a new pet, the writers decided to try to make it up, say we're sorry, so they make even a more bad episode, and Patrick was the babysitter of Gary, which they were doing nothing more but a weird job, making Gary in really pain, but at the end, Gary's just reading him a bedtime story. That makes no sense. Okay, no. But does anyone even realize this of something? Mainly the writers have been making these weird jokes where Patrick's just eating something. Like he ate the passes, he's been eating objects. What was that weird joke? Patrick eating everything? That was never in the older seasons for a joke. For real. Guess the writers think eating's funny. Okay, so let's see. Patrick has been like a jerk. He would even sometimes just leave their best friends and everything. He's not that funny goofball anymore. Like, you see, in the newer seasons, he's even, like, talking different. Like, he's saying, please, no interruptions. Like, he's been really not that good character anymore who is, like, funny or anything. And so on. And, like, when he's making a joke out of something in newer seasons, he's also, like, actually being mean. Like, he's saying, sharing is all wondering, or, like, playing a match, or he's just pretty much being dumb, and plus in newer seasons, Mr. Krabs might sometime actually got an episode of him in it, and it doesn't end good for Mr. Krabs. And Patrick gets off scot-free. There's all just different types of things. So let's see here. Patrick has, I will give you about special episodes. There's been a couple episodes where Patrick will have some kind of weird joke, where he's actually, like, going to hurt someone. He has actually, like, made chopping, where he was learning chopping from SpongeBob, and he was just chopping everything. That made absolutely no sense. And he was being a jerk about it, and just kept chopping everything. There's just tons of things about Patrick. There's also one where he was being mean to SpongeBob in that episode. Like the hand thing. I mean, not the hand thing, sorry. It's something about the weird drying thing that SpongeBob used to dry up. SpongeBob gets trapped in it. And Patrick makes it worse by putting glue on it so he was stuck forever. And also, the other thing is, Patrick's been doing nothing more but actually just making things worse. And he's also, when SpongeBob snaps, everyone is blaming it on SpongeBob like it was his fault, which it was clearly not. Yeah. You see, that's the point about Patrick. The writers had to, like, make him so dumb that he can't even realize if his own friends are getting hurt. I just don't think Patrick is really meant to be a funny character more. He's more like a jerk who doesn't really have a good idea brain. I just don't think he's that funny. he's not that really great. And a lot of people have also commented saying the exact same thing about Patrick. I guess this video is not really that long, but yeah. I will admit, Patrick is really not one of the interesting characters to talk about here. I will admit, I hope you all enjoy this, though. This is SpongeBob SquarePants signing out, and next up, I think it's Sandy or Mr. Krabs. Bye.